Oh, we here. Let go. You're now in tune with the most wise Fleezus, and this here is Black Renaissance Podcast, and we're gonna ask this question. Is this the beginning of the end for Latinx as we know it? I'm gonna give my thesis. Be real quick, nice and easy. You know, you're now rocking with Fleezy. But I like this blunt. Talk my talk, cause there's a lot going on out here. There's a lot going on out here, for real. But the question is, you know, is the Latinx unity dissolving? And the 10 Latino nations no longer seeing eye to eye as American immigrants? That's what I'm asking myself today. Well, that's what I'm asking you, you know. Is this the end of Latinx as we know it? I say yay. You may say nay. I say shenanigans. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. But seriously, this all started when I came across this article about Fat Joe. He was on the Breakfast Club. And he spoke about this lady stealing millions of dollars from him. So I had to kind of look into it or whatever the case may be, and you know, he basically spoke on. Did they get into the article yet? Jesus Christ, I thought they at least got into the article. Oh yeah, Bigfoot. Yeah, so long story short, he gets into a situation in which a Latino lady was using his money to pay for her child's private school. But the crazy part is that a similar situation like this already had happened to Fat Joe in the past. But this is one Latino accountant that he entrusted that stole a lot of money from him. But there has been an uptick in these like Latino on Latino crimes. Y'all may not be familiar with Bronx drill culture, but there's a rapper by the name of C Blue who today was accused of not paying for a beat for one of his videos on YouTube that did like 1 million+ views, and he ended up receiving a copyright takedown notice for that, which is another like Latino on Latino beef, a little Spanish on Spanish situation. You don't usually see these things, right? But these are just nice recent examples of what we will see transpire over the next course of like a year, 2 years, or whatever, but definitely over the next few months and stuff. We are going to see a rise and Latino on Latino. You know, I don't want to make it sound like black on black crime type shit, but just a dissolving of the unity. You see, ever since black people started delineating, right? Ever since black people started delineating, a lot of these other groups are falling apart at the seams. Fat Joe had millions stolen from him by a Latino accountant, as I stated, you know, and a Broadshire rapper. Also had a situation with the produced by War Dude over missed payments, which led to YouTube copyright strikes. You see, when you take away the enemy, the Latinos become enemies of themselves. Same thing with the white man. When no one hates, I'm sorry. Because no one hates the white man more than the white man himself. You see, that's why since the beginning of time, the beginning of their white history is a history of war, tyranny, conquering, but mostly conquering of white lands, harbored with white civilians living in those lands. You see, when you think about Egyptian history, us black folks, living within Egypt was a land of people to themselves who sustained themselves by utilizing unity, by looking within and doing without. Doing without Roman invasion, doing without barbarians, doing without Anglo-Saxon influence, doing without. Look at the history of Egypt. Look at the history of the ancients, and you will see that pharaohs, oh yes, the pharaohs would provide workers with home, food, and resources as compensation for building pyramids and statues. Not much war in the Egyptian lands until Cleopatra, Mark Antony, and the most famous tyrant of them all, Sir Julius Caesar. Oh yes, I said it. Oh yes, I said it. He is a tyrant. Oh yes, the one who the Gregorian calendar is named after. The one in which history speaks so kindly of. That right there, my friends, is one of the greatest tyrants of all times. But history is written by its victors. History is the white man's game. The white man's delusion, the white man's conclusion to hypothetical theories and pseudoscience. But I digress. Now, by confusing the black people, Latinos was able to use the black people. I repeat, by confusing the black people, Latinos was able to use the black people. They used us as their commonality. We as black people try to befriend and defend Latinos. Who defend Latinos more than the black man? Come on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, brothers. I'm sorry, FBA brothers. I'm sorry I disrespected you. Who defends the Latino more than the raccoon and the simp? I'm sorry. Because FBA men, we don't partake in those in such off-code activities. Oh no, we are way too disciplined. We are way too confident. Our spirit has grown way too strong. Oh yes, you got me in rare form today. Sorry it's gonna be short, but the message will get out there. They have woken up the beast. Oh yes, we have backed down Adam Silver. Oh yes, we have risen and awakened Kanye West. Oh yes, now they coming for Dave Chappelle, and we shall fight that battle until the last nail. In the coffin, that is. You see, the first person who came out, I believe he was a theater critic. We sent him packing already. We don't need you critiquing our black artists. Go back to Broadway. This ain't a play. This is real motherfucking life, nigga. But I digress. Because the simp, the raccoon, the Sambo, the man is quick to befriend and defend the Latino. And put ourselves and families into their circles. Try to embed them in their culture. Well, they don't want us in their culture. They don't want us in their circles. But the Latin 10 nations, better known as Latinx people, would all come together in name and game and commonality of anti-black racism. Oh yes, FBA is the way. Oh yes, FBA is the way. And we're gonna break it down today. FBA is the way, and we're gonna break it down today. Give me a black fist in the comments if you feel it in your spirit, y'all. I want you to understand that the Latinx women and men came together in name and in game of anti-black racism, prejudice, and stereotypes. But now, 2022, November the 14th, the black man has awakened his community. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. The black man has awakened his community, y'all. I feel it in my bones, I feel it in my guts, I feel it in my spirit, y'all. Ooh, child. I can feel the power, the energy of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X in their grave, y'all. Ooh, child, I can feel Moses talking, I can feel Rakim rapping. I could feel Harriet Tubman's shoes hit that dirt floor, and even those city grounds. I feel the air of reparation. I'm sorry. I meant to say reparations through revolution and liberation. Because reparations could almost be like the transformation of revolution meets compensation. You understand me? Reparations is revolution meets compensation. So I don't want to hear nobody who considers himself a revolutionary not to be a reparationist. The black man has awakened his community, telling his sisters and children, look within, learn to do without. Oh yes, look within and learn to do without. Learn to do without the evil, learn to do without the people that do not respect you or your culture or your people. Look within and learn to do without. We are in a very pivotal time, y'all. Oh yes, we in a very pivotal time. We're in a time right now. When you can kill a man on camera and still not be convicted of murder in no degree. Not the first, not the second, not the third. This is America. This is the land of the free. Or, if you're a black man, the land of the knee. Cause you always got a foot on your neck. They always want to hang you from the nooses. They always want to tell you, when you're a black man, as soon as you reach a puberty and become a black teen, that you're useless. Black boy, understand that you was born a man. Matter of fact, you was born a God. Don't let him tell you any different, young brother. You gotta learn to look within and do without. These are the words of black liberation. These are the words of freedom. With black people having their own events, patronizing their own black American businesses, it's no more Morenos and Acatas in the bodega. Oh no. No more Morenos and Acatas in the African hair braiding spot, or the Caridad, or the Chinese store. See, when black folks do not go around, guess what happens? These Latinos start to see the differences in themselves. They see that there's 10 different Latino cultures, 10 different ethnicities, 10 different ethno groups. The Mexican does not have the same culture as a Dominican, and the Puerto Rican does not have the same culture as a Peruvian or a Colombian or a Brazilian. This is just the truth. Oh Lord, I only speak the truth. Oh Lord, he told me come here and deliver this speech, this little sermon. This ain't Flea speaking right now to you. This ain't me. I don't even know who this man is on this microphone right now. But I know this is the message that has to be delivered to the people. Because we've been winning battle after battle after battle in this war. Yes, they ain't gonna tell us. The dominant society is not gonna tell us, but we've been kicking ass. 2022, we kicked some ass. We not only set some trends, we set the motherfucking record straight. We showed white society, American society, white supremacist society. We showed them all that they must come and sit at the foot of the master, the foot of the kings, the goddesses, the queens, the black matter, the dark energy. It was darkness before light ever came into the picture. We was here way before. I'm not even gonna make that joke. Oh man. They are all different. And they all will be divided very soon. Because they do not have us. They do not have black people to disrespect no more. You see? These 10 different Latino ethno groups, cultures, Cinco de Mayo, and all these different celebrations of life that these Latinos have. They would all get on a pseudo code, because it's not a code. Only FBA has the true code, has the God gene. They would get on a pseudo code to be anti-black, to look at us as the enemy. But now that the black man does not patronize their businesses anymore since the pandemic, since the black woman has quit her job and started her own business and became a boss ass bitch. She ain't got time to be taking orders from Cynthia over there, Mrs. Rodriguez, who don't like her. Oh no. She's booked and busy. Sorry. She's taking trips. Sorry. They no longer have the footstool to step upon like a carpet or a rug. No. We let those jobs go. No. You won't tell us what to do no more. So now, they have a whole bunch of Mexicans at the job, with a whole bunch of Dominican supervisors. And now they see that they're not one and the same. And as America told us, these people will be the next large demographic. And now we see that was all bullshit. 10 different Latino cultures. with their own hierarchy of nations. We all know Dominicans think they way better than motherfucking Mexicans or Brazilians or whoever the fuck. We know how Dominicans treat the Haitians, and Haitians could be somewhat considered Latino, but are they? I don't even know. They don't even know. What about Nicaragua? Exactly. Puerto Ricans and Dominicans rock with each other. Puerto Ricans and Dominicans rock with Mexicans when it comes to being anti-black racists. Oh yes. But now that FBA has gotten together and moved out the way, and we're too busy attending rallies and, parties with our Black American family, FBA expos, American Maroon showings, and we have too many FBA events to attend, too many Twitter spaces to communicate with. We no longer have to fake a friendship with a Latino. To get through the day. Oh no, we got FBA. But yes, to some degree, Dominicans and Puerto Ricans think they're the best. Oh yes. So in real time, we are seeing the effects of power. We're seeing the effects of our power and our delineation. In this real time, we are seeing the power of our FBA reparations, our March on Washington. In real time, we are seeing the effects of Tariq Nasheed's Hold Your Vote strategy. Oh yes. I gotta call a spade a spade. I gotta give a man his credit. I gotta give a man his flowers when he deserves them. And no, I'm not talking about the J. Prince flowers. Not those mafia shits. This ain't the kiss of death, y'all. No. Because you gotta watch for that too. They'll give you a pound with the left and shoot you with the right. I know a thing or two about knives. Only my Bronx things will understand that one. I had to hit the blunt twice for that one. God bless the Lord, he's been good to me. Oh Lord, the Lord has been good to me. He saved my life on plenty of occasions. They say God only protect fools and babies. Oh Lord, have I been a fool for so long. But that foolery and falling for all of that trickanery is what brought about my wisdom to give you this truth. I've been around the block a couple times. I've cried. But the one thing I've never done was lied. Because when you lie to people, you start to lie to yourself. Some people called me foolish for that. Some people said you was stupid for being honest. And I just realized I was blessed. Couldn't think of a rhyme for that. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to find a rhyme for that. I ain't gonna hold you. I just couldn't find one. It was gonna take too long. The brain wasn't working. I think I hit the blunt too hard. I might have to put the blunt down now. I ain't gonna lie. The blunt might be kicking in. But in real time, we seen Tariq Nasheed's Hold Your Vote strategy stall and bring Democrats to their knees November 8th. Oh yes, we seen it. We seen you. You could try to spin it and flip it like it's a Democratic victory because it wasn't a Republican landslide. Oh Lord, can the Republicans and liberals lie? That L in liberal stands for liar. That L in left stands for lying mother motherfucker. Because they like to fuck your mother. Oh, yes. Those liberals love fucking mothers. Oh, yes. They fucked your mother when they taught about you know what? We're not even going to get into feminism. We're not going to do that. We're going to save that for the membership. I'm sorry. But make sure you sign up for the membership. Got some great stories in there. If you want to know about my crazy ass life. I won't lie, I doubted the Hold Your Vote campaign. I couldn't see how in God's green earth would that help our people. I'm not gonna lie to you. Deep down inside, I was saying Tariq was a dumb motherfucker for it, but on the outside, I promoted it like a motherfucker because I understand that in black movements, it's not about one man, it's about the group. It's about one message. It's about clarity, no confusion. If a man confuses you, he's trying to use you, and anyone who's trying to use you is the motherfucking devil. And I'm not talking about Shaitan, the adversary of the Most High. I'm talking about the devil as in the demon that wants to bring you into the living version of hell, depression, stressing, and all the other bullshit that comes with a person manipulating their feelings and interests. But Hold Your Vote worked, and it brought the Democrats to their knees. So I must tip my hat to Tariq for that one. In real time, we watch Adam Silver backtrack, walk back a lot of his statements, saying that he never knew Kyrie to be anti-Semitic. This is a result of the black community as a collective coming together and speaking up. In real time, we are watching the very group that they told us will replace us with inflated numbers now dissolving into a bunch of separate ethnicities and cultures and arguing and bickering and Latino on Latino crime and all these other things that's taking place that may not be highlighted, but I see it. I live in New York, I see it. I can't speak for nowhere else in the world, but I can speak for what I see here. And I could speak from military strategy. From ripping and running the streets and having beefs and taking over blocks and all these other things. Just because you gotta survive. And that's how it is in the South Bronx. Sometimes to destroy an enemy, you gotta leave them alone. Because when you see someone without discipline, when you see someone who hasn't been through what you've been through, you know taking away a target is the best target, is the best weapon, is the best offense. Separating yourself from the equation can be the best solution to a situation. Because self-destructive people are always going to self-destruct. And the weak people, built upon self-hatred, la raza, all that other bullshit and trying to get close to whiteness, is only going to self-hate themselves and only going to target themselves because they have no love for themselves. You see, the greatest weapon they used against us, all the hatred, all the enemies, all of this, has become our source of unity. Because the greatest thing you could give a person is a common goal. A group of people, the greatest thing you could give a group of people, a divided nation, a broken nation, from institutional racism and implanted drugs and a poisonous heroin called feminism that was injected into the spirits of our sisters A welfare system that acts as another form of addiction, turning our women into consumers, egotistical maniacs. But it's okay. It's okay. Because the sisters are starting to see through the veil, and they coming back home. And boy, yo boy, cause that's scaring white society. They just making up shit now. Everybody anti-Semitic. They was cool with Dave Chappelle, now they not. They don't know, they don't even know who they cool with no more in black society. They just, fuck it. They just ready to go all out motherfucking 1960 in Georgia. What was the dude named George Wallace? I think so. When you have a country built upon no self-love, with straight self-hate, only people are going to become enemies of themselves. Our enemies unite us. All we needed was 3,000 strong foundational black Americans to delineate and form the foundation to reprise the new Black American nation. Oh yes, the new documentary of New Africa will be on Black Renaissance Podcast, exclusively upon Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But this is the Black Renaissance, and you are in tune